Yo, what's up, family? Before we start the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just to get out there a little bit more. With that being said, let's get right into the video. All right, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, make sure you take your shoes off before you come out. Saying Baylor Scheierman had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals in this game. Was one of the few bright spots in this game as the Celtics lost at the San Antonio Spurs 100-95. It felt like a real playoff game. So much physicality, so much intensity. And Scheierman rose to the occasion, especially with his activity, which I thought was off the charts in this game. So first, Baylor Scheierman, one of his most underrated skills is, of course, his passing. He played quarterback in high school, but look how he just, on the run, Jaylen Brown throws the ball ahead of him. He catches it with one hand with his offhand. And then as he's moving with two guys around him, he puts the ball right to where Anthony Simons needs to be. He just misses the shot, but then you see the activity again, going for the offensive rebound. Every time I talk about Baylor Scheierman, I just can't help but to bring up like how good he's been offensively versus how I expect him to be, especially this early on in his career. His first season, I didn't think he would give you too much of anything defensively, but he stayed on the ball very solidly. He was a good defensive playmaker, but this season, man, like the versatility that he's shown, being able to guard like De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama in the same game, like you only think of those guys as like Walsh or Ugo being able to do that, right? But Baylor Scheierman being able to do that, and Joe Mazzulla trusting him means a lot. And this season, man, he's been able to stay on the ball really well. He's drawing charges at an alarming rate. But what I did see is the perfect matchup for him in my mind is these bigger, stronger wings, because he can stay with those guys as far as foot speed goes, but his positioning is great, and he has a strong upper body, so he can take on those bumps and those drives. But here he helps right there, still on Keldon Johnson. Again, it's just the activity. Gets in front of the drive right there, stays in front of Keldon Johnson, gets some help from Derek White. Stephon Castle does hit this shot, but the way that Scheierman has been containing drives this season has been great. I see the Celtics go to zoom match for Scheierman. It looks like they were trying to get Jaylen Brown the ball initially, but Stephon Castle, you can see, is trying to bait that pass there. He's a good perimeter defender, so Jaylen Brown just goes to screen. For Baylor Scheierman, he comes off for the handoff. That little pump fake right there gets Keldon Johnson behind him, and he gets a nice lefty floater. All right, series guarding De'Aaron Fox near the logo. Spurs go to some horns action. Then they're going to have Dylan Harper screening for De'Aaron Fox. And you see how quick Scheierman's hands are and just how smart he is with recognizing things. But the Spurs think they have a good release angle here to get Harper into the short roll. So he sets the screen, but you see how he's inside of Scheierman. Then he's going to spin off right there. They think they have enough space to get this needle thread and pass through, but Scheierman ends up breaking it up. We don't end up getting the ball, but Scheierman makes a nice play there. All right, here Scheierman turns the ball over, but he immediately redeemed himself by getting the ball back for the Celtics. I talked about him drawing fouls at a great rate. 1.6 offensive fouls drawn per 100 possessions, but it's in a 99th percentile. Scheierman makes a nice play there. All right, so we saw Baylor Scheierman on De'Aaron Fox. Now he's on Victor Wembanyama. The Spurs have him curling off pin downs and doing other stuff. It's just so crazy to see a guy that tall be able to move like that. And the Spurs run things to use his alien-like features. But Scheierman does a phenomenal job. So before Victor Wembanyama even gets the ball, right, they're trying to run this play to get him to the elbow section right here. So Baylor Scheierman and Jaylen Brown do a phenomenal job of just mucking this up, creating some rubbish so he doesn't get the ball. You see how he's set up shop here with 12 seconds left, and before he gets the ball, Scheierman's going to push him out to above the free throw line. Now he gets the ball with 10 seconds left. So that's 6 seconds less for him to work with. And now Scheierman, when he gets the ball, does a phenomenal job of showing his hands, but not playing with his hands, not touching Victor Wembanyama. But then he's going to lead with his chest, as you see right there, as he starts to dribble. Makes him pick up his dribble, still playing with his hands, right? He can't really shoot the ball, and he's just forced to step through. The fact that he can step through from the free throw line is crazy. But you're not going to block his shot, but Scheierman plays as good defense as you can against him. All right, see, Scheierman shows that anticipation in those hands again, getting the steal in the pick six. And something else I thought Scheierman did well in this game was like walling up guys driving to the basket and allowing like the shot blocker to come over. So he's like forcing the offensive player to take more time to either make his move or like he's changing the shot because Scheierman's there, which allows the shot blocker to come over. So here, get Stephon Castle. He's there, keeps his hands up, forces the sweep through move, and KD gets the block there. But again, it's just the activity that he's shown. He's going to get back to Castle. Fox is going to shoot. He's going to box him out. He's going to get a hand on the rebound there. We still don't get the ball, but then he finally charges loose from Luke Cornett. We get possession. All right, so here he is versus Victor Wembanyama. Again, the Spurs try to go to 77, skip zoom. He's pressuring the catch there, and again, getting on the floor, right? He has no problem getting on the floor, and he gets right back up. The first Summer League game that I ever saw was his rookie season versus the Los Angeles Lakers, and he almost pulled over 5 people courtside trying to get a loose ball, and he gets right back up. And the shooting accuracy has really come around this season. 43% from three for Scheierman against Victor Wembanyama. It's really important. I wrote about this one specific defensive thing for Celtics blog a while back when we played the Wizards. My author page is in the description, but we all know like how different the Celtics defense is, with especially in like help. Guys are flying to the basketball. We're trying to get steals. We're trying to get blocks. We're trying to fly. You cannot turn your back on this defense, because as soon as you turn your back, somebody is coming to get the ball. Right there, Dylan Harper tries to spin. We know he has a lot of moves in his bag. He tries to spin. Baylor Scheierman stops that, gets back to his man, and they forces a Stephon Castle 3, which we will live with. And if the Spurs put Victor Wembanyama on you, you have to make them pay by hitting threes, right? Baylor Scheierman, no dip. We've seen that a couple times this season, but you love when he's playing with the swag. You love when he's playing with the confidence. This is the best Baylor Scheierman. When he hits a three, he's looking at the opposing team bench. He's celebrating. When he shows that confidence, he's a totally different player. But then on the defensive side of the ball, of course, we go right back to him guarding Victor Wembanyama and doing a phenomenal job, doing whatever he can against this alien. But here, boxing him out, keeping him off the glass so his teammates can get the ball. And again, just the amount of activity that he showed in this game was absolutely phenomenal. Corner crash, and of course, I don't expect you to get a rebound over Victor Wembanyama, bro. That's cool. Falls to the ground, again, gets right back up. We haul ass into the other side of the court. Victor coming up, he's going to do some alien stuff like travel. And then he's going to go up and then get the board over Victor Wembanyama. It's just, he was playing phenomenal. And earlier I talked about how he did a nice job of walling off drivers and making them change the course of their drive, which allows time for our shot blocks to get there. So Harrison Barnes is driving this way, right? It looks like he has a clear path to the basket, right? Baylor Scheierman gets back into a position where he forces Harrison Barnes to do a slow decel Euro step, and that allows Katie to get there. But that is a video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just swing out there a little bit more. I will see you guys in the next video. This is Nick. Peace.